Good morning, friends. Today we are going to deal with this poem. But before we start dealing with it, I want every one of you to close your eyes for exactly 10 seconds. Now imagine that you are stuck in the middle of a traffic jam. The engines are revving, the horns are blaring, the sky is also thick with smoke. Beside all of this, it is a very hot summer day. How does it feel? Pathetic, right? Now, take a deep breath and imagine the complete scenario changes and you are now standing on green grass. Beside you, there is a crystal clear lake which water are gently hitting on the shore. There is a beautiful environment. Birds are chirping, bees are buzzing, flowers are blooming everywhere. Even the air is also very fresh and cool. Now, how does it feel? How do you feel right now? Beautiful, pleasant, isn't it? Today, we are going to deal with this poem, which is written by, which has been written by a man who exactly felt like that. The name of the poem is The Lake Islay of Innisfree. Poets William Butler Yeats. Actually, W.B. Yeats in the year 1888, while he was walking on a very crowded street of London, suddenly he heard the sound of waterfall from a nearby water's window display. The sound immediately took him back to the memory of the place where he once, as an Irish child, visited with his parents. And the name of the place was Innisfree. Let us see how the poet is planning to escape from his present state to that beautiful lake. Let's begin. I'm going to read the first four lines and then we'll try to explain it to you. Alright, let's start. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. Now look at the very first line. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. The first line itself shows the urgent need, the immediate need, the determination of the poet to leave his current place and go back to the beautiful Innisfree. Why does he want to go there? Because he wants to build a small cabin there. He wants to live a very simple kind of a life. Therefore, he wants to go there and wants to build a cabin made of what? Made of clay and wattles. Now, what is wattle? Wattle means twisted sticks used to build fences or walls, right? He says that the poet says that 9 bean rows I will have there, a hive for the honey bee. That means he wants to make food out of what? Out of 9 bean rows, and wants to keep a hive, honey bee hive. Why does he say that he wants to have only 9 bean rows? Why not 10, 20 or 30? Because 9 bean rows will be sufficient for him to survive, to lead a simple life. Therefore, he says that he wants to make food out of what? Out of 9 bean rows and honeybee, and live alone in the beloved glade. Beloved glade means a open space in a forest area where only buzzing of bees can be heard. He says that he wants to live all alone in that place, just looking and hearing the buzzing of the bees. What a beautiful image he has given us in the very first stanza, right? He wants to have a very simple kind of life there, opposite of the luxurious city, London city life, right? Let's move to the second stanza. In the second stanza, he describes the peacefulness of the lake, right? He says that, and I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the fields of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnights all a glimmer and a noon purple glow, an evening full of linnet's wings. He says that as soon as he reaches the place, he will derive certain kind of peace there. He also says that for peace comes dropping slow. He says that peace is not just a matter of sudden explosion. Rather, it settles gently like the morning mist. In the very next line, the poet gives us a clear explanation of where the peace drops from. What is the exact source of the peace? He says that dropping from the fields of the morning to where the cricket sings. That means this is a very metaphorical line. Just imagine the morning fog or mist as a veil that covers the surface of the earth. As soon as the sun rises, the mist clears, as if the veils of the earth is lifted by the morning sun rays. And as soon as the rays of the sun falls onto the ground, onto the grass, the crickets, means the insects, begins to sing. In the next line, he says that there midnights all a glimmer and noon a purple glow. He says that in Innisfree, even the sky during the midnight time does not remain black or dark, scary. Rather, it remains glimmering due to the shining of the stars, whose reflection falls upon the lake, right? And during the afternoon time, as the sun rays hits the island, it creates a kind of a purple glow all around, because the whole island is totally covered by beautiful purple colored flower, which is called heather, right? Heather. Therefore, the bright rays of the sun creates a purple glow all around. Finally, in the fourth line of the second stanza, he describes the evening. An evening full of the linnet's wing. What is linnet? Linnet is a kind of a small singing bird. He says that during the evening time, when the linnet flies back to their nest, flapping their wings, it creates the whole environment a very full of liveliness. The whole environment becomes very spectacular, right? Let's move on towards the final stanza. In the final stanza, we are going to know about the twist, right? He says that I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Now look at the third line of the third stanza. What does he say? He says that while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. What do you understand by this? Yes, the poet. This line says that the poet has not gone to that place called Innisfree physically. He has not made any physical visit to that place. This also means that Innisfree is not a physical place, is not a place where you can buy a ticket to visit. Rather, it is a matter of spirituality, spiritual experience. He says that when he remains or when he feels stressed, depressed, in the middle of that crowded London life, London roads of the London, he still can hear the sound of the lakes inside his heart, inside the core of his heart. That's all. I have tried my best to explain it to you. I hope you understand it and enjoy the class. If you like my video, please like and share among your friends so that they can also get certain kind of benefit from it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video.